was about to go to school. I made the sandwiches, and then the alarm was so strong, and we get into the security room. All my children, I have 2 more children at home, and after a few seconds, there was a 6 very strong boom, and we understand we are under attack. We didn't expect at all. Nothing in there was about to... We didn't expect it, no.
You hear it there from citizens who live near the Gaza border. They are afraid that the situation is very tense right now. These are live images of the Gaza Strip as the IDF continues, as we speak, its military response. Back now with our guests in the studios. We look live over, right now, a quiet Gaza sky, but we understand the response is still ongoing. The fact that the IDF's response happened rather immediately, just a few hours after the last mortar fell, it's happening in the middle of the day. What does that mean? What does that indicate about what the IDF is doing?
Well, if I may, I think that we have avoided this morning an all-out war between us and the Palestinians. Imagine a moment that the shell that fell in the kindergarten would have killed one of the kids or several kids, then definitely Israel would be at war with the Hamas. And this is what you describe as a tense moment. We are in a very tense situation between us and the Palestinians. Certainly the jihad, the Islamic Jihad. As you have mentioned, you said that 30 shells were fired into Israel. In fact, it's 57. So 57 shells you don't fire without the knowledge and the acquiescence of Hamas. It means that Hamas is deeply involved in it. This is why it took some time for Israel to reassess this situation and decide on a response. And the response right now is quite limited. It is meant to say to the Islamic Jihad and to Hamas, we want to say the last word, and if you continue, then our response would be totally different.
Raphael, but is this going to stay a limited response, the shelling and destruction of a few targets, or is this going to spiral perhaps into the beginning of a protracted, long war?
Hopefully not. Nobody seems to be interested in that. But of course, as you can see, events sometimes decide before politicians. And the Islamic Jihad has made here a move that hadn't been made for a few years since the last operation on Gaza. The problem this morning is what you are seeing now is an automatic, I would say, response. Each time Israel is attacked, there is an automatic response. There is a list of targets that are going to be hit automatically. So
the IDF knew in advance if there was any kind of attack, these targets would be the ones that were destroyed.
Yes, but the problem is the IDF apparently didn't know in advance. They knew in advance what they have a list, and they have, I would say, a price tag on. According to the attack we have had in the morning, we're going to destroy that many on the list. The problem is this morning, as Jacques said, there was a huge attack. This means there was preparation. There were vehicles moving around, and they were apparently undetected until too late.